Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sports Talking with JB, Nightcap Style. I'm your host, JB. To the left or the right of me is my podcast partner and the birthday boy, DJ C. Wade.
Yes, sir. And it's gonna be no holds bar. And for anybody that got something negative to say tonight, here's a message for you.
Kidding me? Where are we at in society today? Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not a kid. Write something about me.
I want
coaches. Who write them?
And tonight I want all the smoke.
He want all the smoke. That's what
I want. Appreciate it, my brother Nick. Appreciate it, brother Nick.
Hey.
Thank you, Mona. MP. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
Bring them in for my boy. Bring them in, ladies and gentlemen. On your birthday, the podcast fall on your birthday.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Hey, and you see how dedicated I am, and I'm still bringing content tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Anywhere in the world.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but appreciate it.
Shaq, Coach Shaq.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Shaq. Appreciate it, Shaq. I'm just gonna say Shaq.
You ain't letting you off the hook. We ain't letting you off the hook tonight.
Hey, I got some for him, Nick.
Okay.
Trust that.
Okay. So in case y'all ain't know, it's DJ Sue's birthday, man. You know, it's a blessing. 40. You was born exactly 2 months before me, because mine is on the 15th of December. So we 2 months apart, brother.
2 months apart, man. Same year. It's a blessing, man. I thank you for all the birthday wishes, man. It feels good. Hey, they can call me what they want to. I ain't no cougar in training no more. They gonna call me a cougar. You know, they already say we 40. Hey, I'm sorry, Jay. 40 ain't the new 30. It's the same old 40.
Same old 40. Somebody said that. Was that Life Genesis?
Life Genesis
said that. So, man, I appreciate y'all in here. Hey, man, Herb met us at the game. Hey, man, we had I heard me playing.
Yeah.
Hey, but speaking of that, before we get started, man, you know, he got a good picture right here of the fellas right now, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shouts out Herb.
Shouts out
Big Mike. Seaway with the Lokes on right there. Yeah, that was the fellas at the game that passed Saturday right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, you know, y'all know how we do it.
We do.
So, yeah, man. So this is gonna be a good show tonight, man. We got great content, a lot of stuff to talk about. You know, the talk of the town is always.
What's up, Tim?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. And we got them title towel. I don't know. Seaway got him one.
I finally got one. It's in the truck.
Shouts out to Herb for that with the assist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, hey, man, it's going to be a great show tonight, man. Y'all get in here, hit the like button on your way in. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And share this. If you're watching on Twitter, share it with your people. Tell them to come to the YouTube, hit the subscribe button, man. It's greatly appreciated. Seaway, you got a cash out. Y'all want to send Seaway a few dollars for her birthday, man. Y'all send Seaway a few dollars. Tell me I'll put your cash app in there. Tell me what your cash app is. Spell it out. I'm going to put it in here. Spell it out.
It is. I had to look it up.
Okay.
It is $.
Okay.
Seaway.
Seaway.
Capital D. JOKA1.
Capital D. JOKA1. I can't see that. Seaway, hold on. Okay. Let me know if this is it, Seaway. I'm going to put it on the screen. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. If y'all want to send Seaway a little something for the cash out for the birthday, there it is right there. I'm going to leave it right there for a minute. Y'all want to send my boy a little something?
And if you need to verify, it's me with the suit on.
Preacher man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so y'all, let's get into it, man. It's been a long week. Everybody been talking about Bama, so of course we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about how tough this SEC is, man. You know,
Yeah.
he put a tweet out there. I'm gonna actually, we gonna have a segment about that. We gonna talk about top 5 and then see where you got to get on them Cowboys because y'all got destroyed.
Just like I knew it. Just like I knew he would.
On your buddy Jerry Jones' birthday this past Sunday.
Hey, that was a good birthday present for him.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Stephen A, y'all Nick, just wait. I got something for you. I got something for you. For them Cowboys. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. And for all the people out there, man, happy Breast Cancer Month. I forgot. I didn't forget, but I forgot to wear my shirt last week. Breast cancer awareness.
And I'll wear mine. And I'll wear mine next week.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So let's get on to it. So what we gonna do? Shout out Monica Petway. JB, it may not be the same year, but mine June 15. Yeah, them 15. Wow, yeah. Something about them 15, boy.
The 15, baby.
Yes, sir. Something about them 15. All right, so let's get on to it, man. AP Top 25. We got a new Top 25 right here. A lot went down. Now you see Texas. Oregon is number 2. Penn State number 3. Ohio State number 4. That crazy game between Oregon and Ohio State, man. What Will Howard? Did you see what Will Howard did? He the time ran out, bro. He ran the ball. And they had a timeout.
Hey, he did the Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, he did the damn against the 49.
He sure did. He did the Dakota Prescott and slid with 6 seconds. With no seconds left on the clock.
No time on the clock, buddy. So, I mean, Miami number 6. I heard they were talking about Miami. I was watching on ESPN. They don't play a ranked team for the rest of their games. Like, they have a really pretty much easy schedule. They have a cakewalk to the ACC championship, but we can't actually say that because you can slip up and be beat. Now, we've seen Miami barely win a couple times this year to an inferior competition.
Right.
So I'm gonna watch them with a close eye.
Yeah.
Now you see LSU at number 8. I'm looking for old Lane. What Lane at? What old man?
Old Lane. Oh, he number 18.
Okay.
You could barely see him down there. I had to squint my eyes to see him.
So ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of Bama fans. Y'all like Lane. I know some, not everybody, but some of y'all got this infatuation with Lane Kiffin. I'm gonna take this off the screen. I want to talk about this real quick.
Right.
I want y'all to see me when I talk about this. So y'all got this infatuation with Lane Kiffin, like he's the best thing going out there, right? But like Seaway, like we always said, we've said this for years. Lane Kiffin cannot win the big game.
That's his problem.
That's his problem. So I mean, you already slipped up and lost to Kentucky early on. And then you had a big game that you had to win this past Saturday night in Del Valle against LSU. And what happened? You had it and you lost. You lost. You had the game won.
And I think Lane Kiffin has given away more big games than he won. Not just lost, but giving away. It's a difference when you just lose. But Kiffin, he gives game away. Whether it's bad play calling, whether it's bad clock management, or maybe if it's just stupid going for it on 4th down at the wrong time.
Yes. See, the times where he played Alabama and he would go for it on 4th down early in the game on his side of the field, you beating yourself, dude.
And that's his problem. He beats himself up. And I think his biggest problem is his arrogancy. And he just can't win the big game. He's a good coach, and he won his bowl game. But man, this was their easiest road. I mean, this was an easier road for them to go to the SEC championship. You got to LSU gonna pretty much be your toughest game, and you didn't have to go.
Georgia. They got Georgia,
and they got Georgia. But you don't have Alabama like you normally would. You don't have to worry about the East and the West. All you had to do was just win. Either beat, win most of your SEC games or beat LSU or Georgia.
Right.
That's what you had to do. but you lost to Kentucky, you lost to LSU. So I think it's gonna be pretty tough for Lane them to make it to the playoff now. You know, they're gonna have to win out and at least beat Georgia.
They're gonna definitely have to win out, Seaway, because I mean, you drop all the way from top 10 to 18. You 18, bro. Like they only gonna put 12 in, and you already know that what they do, they're not gonna put all those. They're gonna try their best to put the minimum amount of SEC teams that they can. And I was looking at how they was trying to rank it. And they was like, okay, it's gonna go off strength of schedule and the head-to-head. So a lot of those teams have played each other. You already lost the head-to-head to LSU. If you lose to Georgia, you can beat Georgia and still have a problem getting in the playoff with those 2 losses, depending on what everybody else does in front of you.
Yes, and viewers, and so I want us to also realize too that college committee is not going by that AP poll.
Nope.
So I mean that's just a poll for right now, but they're gonna throw that poll out the window, and then what's not gonna happen is they're not gonna put. Yeah, so you got a lot of SEC teams good, but they're not gonna put a bunch of 2 and 3 loss SEC teams in that playoff, because if you do that and overlook other conferences, I'm gonna say like a Penn State that done lost 1 or 2, you know it's not gonna be fair to them. So they're gonna try to find a formula to keep it fair. So I'm interested to see what that first playoff college committee playoff bracket looks like.
What it looks like,
polls look like. But we can throw that AP poll out the window in the next couple of weeks. So, like you said, I think it's gonna be pretty hard for Lane. Lane gonna have to win out, and really, he's gonna have to beat Georgia.
He got to win everything. So
he got to win out. It's went on from here. The only
I feel like. Go ahead.
I was about to say the only other hope for Ole Miss, which is gonna be a stretch. Some of them other SEC teams that's ahead of them are going to have to lose at least 2 games. And if they can jump somebody, but really the only big win they will have is Georgia.
I got something for you. Why? I'm going to jump the gun and post this. It's small. Y'all probably can see it on y'all screen a little better than we can. But this is the current SEC the current SEC standings right there. And you see at the top, you got A&M and Texas that hadn't lost the SEC game yet.
Right.
Bama's still in the mix. We right there. We should be ahead of Georgia. I don't know why they got Georgia over us because we beat Georgia.
But I think we'll end up jumping them because of the tiebreaker.
Because of the tiebreaker, yes.
And then the one thing we do know, Georgia, Texas, and Texas A&M, somebody 0 is going to have to go.
Yeah.
And then we got LSU, and then we still got LSU. So, Bama fans, before we get started on y'all, we still in the driver's seat. We are still right where we need to be. We are still in the mix of everything. And once again, it's time to go 2-0 on Saturday.
This is what you call controlling your own destiny, right? Because I mean, okay, yeah, we lost the Vandy, but we're still right in the thick of it. Really, if you looking at this right here, the only teams you could probably say that's probably eliminated is the teams that's like 1-2, 1-3, and on down.
Yep.
And see, Ole Miss is 1-2, right? So they got a long way. You got a long journey. I mean, hell, Vanderbilt's a 2-1. So, I mean, just looking at this, we still got 6 more SEC games to go because we just started. So, I mean, it's all right there. Yeah, you're right, Hurt. I don't remember that at all.
I don't either.
I don't remember that at all. You know, and sometimes you gotta get some of that stuff out your memory, man. A lot of that, that's something we just got over that. So it just feel like Hey, he said Mississippi State and Auburn eliminated before the season stuff. You ain't lying, brother.
You ain't lying. Hey. Yeah, they was eliminated before the season started.
Yeah. Shouts out to Run In. That's Big Mike right there, the wrestling podcast. Y'all check out Big Mike with the Run In Wrestling Pod. Nick Beasley, you need to get with Big Mike, man. He do an excellent wrestling podcast. Y'all need to get together.
Hey, we might need to hop on that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
We wrestling for that, so
I can honestly see Ole Miss losing to Oklahoma and beating Georgia at the end of. Hey, so yeah. No pressure. If you already out of it, ain't really no pressure on you no more.
Yeah, and really, it's just your destiny just to get into the playoff. You playing for right now, man. We're playing for a playoff spot. It's right now. We control our own destiny. It's barbecue or meal do. And if you can't, hey, if you can't stand the heat, we might well jump up out the fire right now.
Exactly. Jump up out that fire pit right
and
now.
And go on prepare for the Kamala Bowl, the Crumpton Bowl, or the Birmingham Bowl.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it is wide open, man. Now, and since we're talking about it, before we jump on Bama and our opinions, let's look at what HaHa said. Okay, so this is after the game. He say a win, a dub is a dub. This shit like the NFL in the SEC. So basically, you got a former player, former great at Alabama, NFL player, retired,
a Pro Bowler,
and he's coaching on the staff, right? So
and
you got HaHa trying to calm down the fans. Hey man, y'all chill out. A win is a win. This shit hard. This like the NFL and the SEC, but y'all don't understand that,
right?
Y'all don't understand that. So, C-Way, how you feel about HaHa? I love what HaHa said. I love what he said. What you feel about it?
All right, my question is, viewers, do you want Chinook to speak or the Joker? I need somebody to, whichever one y'all want. Just if somebody put in Chinook or the Joker.
You know what? I think they want DJ C-Way to speak.
Y'all want DJ C-Way? Who do y'all want? DJ C-Way, the Joker, or Chinook? Just let me know. Somebody, come on. I need somebody. I just need somebody to let me know who y'all want. JB, you want him?
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You want him?
Speak on it, C-Way.
All righty. And it's the edit. I am so sick of these uneducated, snaggletooth trailer park Alabama fans. That probably half of them was in LD. I am so sick of them speaking out on this football team negative for no freaking reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was passive last week when it came to the Malachi Moore.
Right.
But I am straight sick of it. The disrespect that this team is getting, it's just beginning to get observed right now. One thing about y'all forgot, y'all love to talk about the standard, right? Everybody play their A game when they play against Alabama. They come with it when they play against Alabama. They try hard to beat us. They gonna bring the A game every single time when they play. But y'all sit there and disrespect these kids. You get these kids, you get these players on y'all podcasts just to trap them to talk about the other players. That you try to trap them to talk about the coaches. You try to trap them to try to compare Coach DeBoer to Coach Saban. I'm going to let it know right now. The Saban era is over. The Saban era is over. The Saban era is over. And Saban and quit putting it on line that Saban and Terry need to go in there and get that team together. Saban is not going in that locker room and bothering this man's team.
Nope.
He's not finna go in there and disrespect this man's team. He's not finna cuss out Coach DeBoer. The man is happily retired. Let him go. And we're gonna speak some facts now. It just be real. A dynasty like Saban's is a one in a lifetime type of dynasty.
Right.
That's a one in a lifetime type of dynasty. What Tom Brady did, 7 Super Bowls out of his 20 years. That is a one in a lifetime type of dynasty. Joined 6 rings, 6-0 in 15 seasons. That is a one in a lifetime type of dynasty. With LeBron James, your GOAT, who's my second GOAT, what LeBron James is doing, 22 years, 4 championships, 10 championships, but went to the conference championship 10 years in a row. That is a one in a lifetime type of dynasty. So get that out your head. And one thing we finna say, back in boxing, right, JB?
Mm-hmm.
Back in boxing, Even though that was not the real Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was having sex and partying with Bobby Brown the night before. Before he fought Buster Douglas. Before he fought Buster Douglas, he was partying and drinking and having and getting up women with Bobby Brown the night before Buster Douglas, right? But that night, Buster Douglas fought the best fight of his career.
Right.
Even though that was a long count when Buster Douglas got knocked down, he got back up and ended up knocking Mike Tyson out and winning the heavyweight championship. The very next fight, Buster Douglas got knocked out. Buster Douglas, only thing that Buster Douglas is known for is beating Mike Tyson for the first time.
Right.
Now, let's bring it back to football. Back in 2010, Garcia, the only thing he's known for, his best game was against Alabama.
Yo.
Last year, Payne Thorne, even though we won, Payne Thorne's best game of his career was against Alabama. But the thing is, fans, y'all want the standard, but y'all don't want to take the close games when it comes with the standard. You don't want to take the L's. But guess what in life? The only way we know how to appreciate winning, you're going to have to take some L's in your life. It's not about, like Rocky said, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can take a punch. And yes, I believe that Coach DeBoer have got kind of, he got to get used to adjusting in the NFL. I do think that he needs to step his game up. We'll talk about that later on. Yes, they need to change the environment a little bit. Yes, they got all this in play. But keep in mind, guys, we have one of a lifetime type of dynasty. Everybody can't say that we won 6 championships on the Saban 17-year tenure. And we competed. That's a standard, guys.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, you look at what Vanderbilt done showed us that they not no slouches. They went on to beat Kentucky, a team who just beat Ole Miss a couple weeks ago. And they are 4-2. Yes, they lost some pipes to some pipes team the first 2 games. Florida State. Hey, but guess what, bro? They battled and almost beat Missouri.
Yep.
Me and you said they was something to reckon with then. So guys, let's not jump back off the ship because these players are dealing with hard times. But let me tell you what I saw out of this team since now we can go into the segment or to talk about the game.
Right.
I saw a team that did not put their head down when they struggled Saturday.
Nope, because they could have folded.
They could have folded. Malachi last week was just kicking the ball, going off on everybody. But when they went through hardships, he must have one that hyped them back up and said, let's get this ball back. They dapped up Miro before he got off the field. He dapped up Ryan Williams. And he got out there, and the defense got out there and made a play.
Right.
So, fans, let's stop this negativity. Let's stop cussing these players out. Let's stop cussing this man out just because we struggle. And like that song say, I can't give up now because like the song say, I can't give up now. Nobody told, because I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. But I know that the Lord ain't brought us this far to leave us. and since y'all want a little preaching, but my voice is back as I get ready to pass the mic to JB. Let me tell you what we're gonna do when we get to those hilltops or Rocky Top Mountain. I see the tidal wave is coming through like the shifting winds in the middle of the night. I see Jalen Miro coming out and making a statement that he deserves to be the Heisman winner. Let me leave that thing alone before it gets too good to me. Back to you.
Well, Nick, like Nick say, he feel like he in church when CY be speaking.
Yeah, But on the serious side, guys, man, I got to cut up a little bit. It's my birthday.
Oh yeah, you got to cut off.
Cut up.
Yeah.
We got to cut up. Hey, I'm not panicking. Can't nobody force me. Ain't nobody gonna make me panic, and ain't nobody gonna make me disrespect Coach DeBoer and what he's doing to this university.
Right.
Guess what? Yes, I do think he need to do some things better. Yes, I think he needs to get a little bit more control of his sideline. The biggest thing, I think, my personal opinion of what's going on in this locker room, I think that we need to adjust better on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the
and continue to play a complete game like we did in Wisconsin.
So I'm glad you said that, because this is what I wanted to do anyway, Seaway, is break down the half. We six games in, half of the season is gone, and we got 6 more before we hit the playoffs and all that. So all you guys have remember, when every show we talk about the Bama game. We always start the show talking about the Bama game.
Right.
It just happened. So everybody, y'all follow along. Game 1.
Right.
The Western Kentucky 63-0. We blew them out. People kind of overreact, and I said, hold on, y'all. It's only Western Kentucky. Because if you remember, Seaway,
a
lot of people were saying Bama is back.
That
Coach DeBoer was the next Nick Saban. Y'all was saying that after one game.
You said it.
And then we still had issues with the offensive line, because that was the game when Proctor hurt himself pregame.
He sure did.
And we had trouble on that side. So even though it was 63-0, it was against an inferior Western Kentucky team. So I told everybody to hold your horses.
Right.
Very next week, what happened the next week?
Was
that South Florida?
South Florida. We struggled against South Florida.
We struggled for 3.5 quarters against South Florida. And what we struggled at the most, stopping the run. Stopping the run, and the O-line was terrible. The O-line was terrible that whole game. So,
and penalties, and we had several penalties on offense.
Yes,
offense. On offense.
Yep.
And really the only reason, honestly, that South Florida, the only reason we won that game because we were just physically stronger than they was. They just didn't have enough. They did not have enough firepower in that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter, we took the life out of them with them last couple of touchdowns.
Yep, for sure. And Monica said, getting off the field on third.
Yep.
And that's been a problem all season. So to stretch that out, I mean, you're right, Monica. That's been a problem all season. So we going game by game. So that was the second game, the South Florida, when we struggled.
Third game with Georgia. No, Wisconsin.
No, third game with Wisconsin. I think that was the most complete game we played. That was the first road test we played against a Big Ten opponent. Early kickoff. I felt like Miro played his best game. The O-line was great that game. And we took the ball away a few times. So I think the Wisconsin game was the best game we played all season. Let's go to the Georgia game. The first half of the Georgia game was the best half I've ever seen us play in recent memory. 30-7. First half Georgia game was incredible. I don't think we will ever see that again. I don't think we will see that this year no more, us playing that well in one half against a top team like that.
That's superior on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball. That was awesome.
And then what happened in the second half, which we already talked about this, and far as letting up off the gas, and they're playing desperate, so they're going to throw the ball to get back in the game, and we were slacking on the back end, right? So that carried over. Even though we made the plays when we needed, the Ryan Williams big play, the interception for Xavier Brown, we made the plays in the crucial moments when we had to seal the deal. Let's move on after that. The Vandy game, totally overlooked. And I don't care what nobody say. Them boys overlooked that Vandy team. They totally overlooked that team. And you lost. Then you come into the next week after you get over that shocking loss. You get over that loss.
That first
come
drive,
home to the. Go ahead.
Yes. And that first drive we put together was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Saturday.
Yeah, 7. And then we had a couple of pipe drives, and the defense was playing good. We went up 14-0. You're like, okay, we starting to look like Bama again. Then there come the mistakes. That became the bad interceptions from Miro. Then it came the South Carolina making moves. We couldn't stop the route. And then the thing that makes me mad the most was fourth and nine. Fourth and nine. South Carolina scores a touchdown off of busted coverage because the DBs in the secondary is not communicating.
And that's happened a bunch of times this year.
And then, okay, Miro throws the interception because, he throws the interception. Then comes, okay, they score. Then here comes the safety. Then the safety then ended up, they scored the interception. Then that's when the safety, then the interception, when they kicked that field goal before half.
Yeah. Okay. That was momentum. That was the momentum swing of the game.
Yep. And I saw a lot of people talking about the defense. The defense really didn't play bad. They had a problem with that crossing route. And out of nowhere, we started to slow it down in the second half. But guess what? The offense couldn't score. And my biggest problem, my biggest pet peeve on Saturday was the offensive line.
Yep.
The offensive line was terrible Saturday. And it's bad when your lineman is 10 yards downfield and your running back is getting tackled at the line of scrimmage.
You ain't blocking nobody.
So that means if your lineman is 10 yards downfield and the running back gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, somebody ain't blocking. And then, like I said, this was Miro. Saturday was really Miro's, to me, worst game. But he kept his composure and he ended up making a big play for us to seal the deal. But once again, I think what our coaches gonna have to learn how to do. What I'm thinking that the biggest problem to me, personally looking in as a fan perspective, and what we saw Saturday, and we visualized it on the field. I think our coaching staff gonna have to get used to playing hard, not top-notch competition every single week. So Coach DeBoer is so used to the Pac-12 where natural talent can help them win a game compared to the SEC when everybody's so talented. They're not used to making adjustments at halftime. They're not used to making adjustments on defense because they don't pretty much blew everybody out. But you see one thing about DeBoer, I think his biggest problem, he's got to learn how to adjust in tight games. Because Washington almost lost some tight games last year.
They did.
But Michael Penix, stepped, kind of helped them pull it through. And I think against Michigan, you talked about it briefly yesterday, is he did not know how to make the adjustments the necessary adjustments.
I don't think it was no adjustment to be made. I think Michigan was just a better team. They had the better athletes. Yeah, and they just imposed their will on Washington.
I can agree with you, but but still the adjustment, he did not know. He didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing. They were just outmatched.
They had nothing. Michael Penix was seeing ghosts.
Yep. And so once we learn how to adjust, and y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't know about the 4-2-5. I don't like, me personally, I don't like the 4-2-5. I'd rather us go back to the 3-4-4, me personally. But guess what the 4-2-5 does? The 4-2-5, if you don't know, is geared more to passing offense because that's the nickel. Because that's what more your offenses are doing right now. But right now, our problem is that the last two teams that we have played is they got them big body tight ends and receivers.
Right.
And when you are sick going get you depending on the safety to stop a 6'4", 6'5", or some, even if it's 6'3", a 5'11" and a 6'1" safety, DB, to stop a 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" tight end or receiver that's 225 to 235 pounds. That is a mismatch. They're doing a good job stopping them before the line of scrimmage, but that big body is driving them backwards on them crossing routes. That's what I've been seeing. I paid attention to that Saturday. That's what South Carolina did on us. We got better pressure on the quarterback, and we just did a better job wrapping up and tackling. But guess what? When you got more DBs out there and not enough linebackers, the other team gonna run the ball better. That's why we struggling with the running, because we got more DBs than linebackers. If you're gonna run that offense, we need some tacklers that's gonna lay some wood other than Malachi Moore. None of the other DBs can tackle, but ain't nobody knocking no head off.
It's like when we had the 3 linebackers out there, we did better. Like when we had Jefferson out there with Campbell and Lawson, we were doing better out there at that point. And you're right, Cat. It's supposed to be see ball, get ball. We ain't seeing the ball because I mean, a lot of those times it could have been more sacks. We're running past sacks.
Yeah,
we're trying to. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, of course, the quarterback, Sellers is a big boy. He's a big boy, so he's hard to take down.
And he's fast.
I mean, he ain't that fast, but I'm saying like he big though. So he was like trying to shake off guys. We sacked him 4 times, got some turnovers out of him, but it could have easily been about 8 sacks if we would have just wrapped up. But that was
the biggest problem, man. We didn't wrap up when we needed to, and not just the DBs. It was Lawson, Dante Lawson. You know, he missed some tackles. You know, he missed a couple of sacks, and I'm not gonna say I don't think it's trouble in the locker room. I don't. It just fans. The old-fashioned fans are going to have to get used to this type of culture that this team is on. And I do think that he deserved more playing time because when you know, Cat, you're right. When he got in the game, that's when that crossing route stopped. That's when them sure tackles were made when he got in that game.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we got the talent. We got the talent. So it's not the talent. It's not a talent issue. It's all about, you know, we have to tackle better. We have to communicate better. And that's why I'm not panicking. And I told everybody, I'm not even going to keep speaking on it. Because been saying this since last week, earlier this week, said it on Talking Bama. I mean, guys, it's not time to panic.
It's not.
We just got to play better. I mean, everything is fixable. Everything out there is fixable. And we were talking about the 4-2-5, man. Everybody plays a little bit of the 4-2-5. We played some 4-3. We had some 3 linebackers out there. Yeah. We played some damn Kobe's in cover 2 at one point. So it's not just about, okay, this ain't gonna work. It's about, okay, can we make it work when the offense is doing this? We have to do this. And it's all about communication and making adjustments, which I believe we will get better at. But once again, guys, these players, these coaches, it's the first year. They only 6 games in. They're learning on the fly. All of this they were doing in the off season and in practice, it ain't practice. This is real deal. You got to learn on the job. But they just have to do a little bit better, and I believe they will. And like I said, also, I said this Sunday, I mean, we only gave up 3 touchdowns, had 4 turnovers, 4 sacks. The defense played much better than they did against Vandy. And it's not like teams are running up and down the field every drive on us. We are making stops. But what we have to do is play a complete game. When we get turnovers, the offense has to go out there and capitalize on those turnovers. They haven't been doing that. We made the turnover. We made a turnover. I think 2 turnovers. We didn't even capitalize. Miro goes an interception right after the turnover. I mean, and we put on a 3 and out. So we just had 2 turnovers for no reason, pretty much.
And we also got to get better on 3rd and 4th down convert. You know, when we stop the team, we cannot be giving them no 4th.
You know what? Because you just like you say, it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Y'all bagging up. Y'all really playing in front of the sticks. You got to play to the sticks. Don't let them get the first. Because when they catching the ball, they already there. You make
they already there.
It's a first down.
LP, I can't quite comprehend. I can't quite answer that. I think some of the players gonna have to learn his scheme.
You know, so I told Monica, I did talk about this. So you know. And my thing on this is these guys, these are mostly saving guys. I mean, some of them are the boys guys he had to re-recruit, but most of these guys are savings guys. And all of the guys who played last year played mostly under the Saban defense.
Yeah.
So you bring a whole new scheme in. These guys probably never played this scheme. So guess what? They have to learn. And that's probably why you're seeing guys not on the field as much. I wonder what Tim Keenan was at. I didn't even, what's going on with Tim Keenan?
I seen him
Y'all talking about
few
Keon Keeley. He ain't been playing. He probably don't know the system or don't fit the system.
And you even tell what I think it was another thing that could be going on with the with the Alabama team in the locker room. You know how Nick Saban is like that strict daddy, or them the strict parent, a strict daddy that don't play the radio. You're gonna do what he say, how he say do it, or you're gonna deal with the consequences. The boy is like that neighbor or that cousin. Uncle Arrow. I'm gonna say Uncle Arrow.
Uncle Arrow. Okay.
Uncle Arrow. I'm gonna say Uncle Arrow. I definitely ain't gonna call him no one because he ain't no mother. Yeah. Uncle Arrow, when he the king, you can pretty much have your way. You can pretty much, it's like he can kind of like lower your expectations a little bit because he is more of a player-friendly coach. And you used to discipline, but now you playing with a coach that ain't holding you accountable as much like you did. So they got to get used to that. I'm thinking with the only thing I say, I'm not telling Coach DeBoer that he needs to be saving, yelling and stuff, but I do think that he needs to do a better job and get a control and have more discipline and hold the guys a little bit more accountable. The players can't hold each other more accountable than the coach. They can't hold each other more accountable than the coach. The coach gonna have to set the tone. And I think that me personally, I think that we will see a different Alabama team going into Rocket Top Saturday.
Yeah. And I don't see it as a discipline problem. I mean, we've been having penalties for the past 3-4 years. We've been undisciplined, so it ain't nothing new. And I don't see nobody besides, Malachi did what he did. It ain't really like the guys out there being outlaws. They are actually, I really think they are learning on the fly. Yeah. They are learning, like you say, like Kat said, they have to unlearn and relearn, especially on the defense. Offense too, because this is Milroe's third coordinator in 3 years. Think about that. Y'all forgot about that. This is a coordinator. This is a new offense. This is a new defense. We got all new coaches except Freddie Roach and Coach G. Everybody else is new. So they are all learning together. So guys, these are the growing pains. Chill out. We have a talented team and everything's right in front of us. We took the one bad loss. We've struggled a bit, but everybody didn't struggle. Everybody didn't struggle this year. Nobody talking about Georgia letting Mississippi State put 31 on their ass. Nobody talking about that. And all these other teams barely winning. Look, hell, Florida, and Tennessee, Florida got that overtime. They almost lost.
And nobody talked about how Georgia struggled against Kentucky, a team that Vanderbilt just beat.
They did, but they didn't talk. They didn't. They said, "No, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing."
And Miami should have lost.
Yeah, but that's Miami. That's Miami.
Yeah,
I'm talking about this SEC that's like this NFL. All these SEC teams and these games.
But that's still a top. And I'm just bringing that up because that was a top ranked team playing against California. But
I don't believe Miami. I don't believe Miami. If they play an SEC team, they might lose.
Yeah,
but we know strictly SEC is strictly like the NFL. Oh yeah, and Nick Beater said they did struggle early with Auburn.
They did,
as predicted. They did.
And hey guys, we are okay. I think that our problems, the things that was going on with our team, it is fixable.
Yeah, for sure.
It is very fixable. It's not the end of the world. We just have to stay locked in. And which I think that, and I love how Booker, I got to shout this young man out. I love how Booker is not getting baited in them traps on that podcast. Mm-hmm. I like how he's still taking up for both coaches, his coaches and his fellow players. That's what the Bama standard is. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what you take up for your brother, you take up for your coach, and you take up. But like Saban said years ago, when we started struggling, when he started inventing rat poison, losing don't hurt these players worse than it hurt us. Hey, but don't you remember a couple years ago when we lost to Ole Miss? Ole Miss had been sorry for years,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was shocked. It's like it's when we lose, everybody, even the announcers, act like it's the end of the world. It acts like it's over. We're not exempt from losing, guys. Just hey, let's rally behind the guys. If you're a real fan, you're a real fan. I know it's disappointing when we don't play up to how we should, but guess what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna always yell out, "Roll Tide," and I'm gonna be on board with these guys and motivate them. I'm not gonna destroy none of these players' character. I'm not gonna destroy the coaches. I'll say what I dislike or what I didn't like about the game, but I'm always being motivated because I'm not gonna disrespect. That's somebody's child out there, and they are grinding and trying their best to bring positive aspects in our lives. They out there risking their health, they risking their future, and they put it all on the line just so we can be able to holler roll tide. So let's get behind these guys, motivate them, and let's hope. Let's just say, man, Coach DeBoer, and I will say, Coach DeBoer and the coaching staff, they're gonna have to get it together with the adjustments. I'm now that they're gonna have to do that in the discussion. I do think that, but man, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this up for the haters, and we're gonna move on because we spent too much time. So I posted this somewhere, I can't even remember, and I said we were all praising the hire the boy back in January, hyping up the new vibes throughout spring and summer. Now we all saying he's not the right fit out of 5-6 game. I mean, that's what I call fickle. I mean, that's what I call fickle. So I mean, that's my little take on it, and that's how most of the fans are, but. You know, it is what it is, and it's gonna be like that. So, we're gonna move on. Let's talk about these. Let's move real quickly. Talk about these games, these matchup, because look at this big game up here, Georgia and Texas. This is the game of the week. Well, the second game of the week, because we know what the real game of the week is, and we're gonna give our predictions on that. But let's talk about the game at the top. You got number 5 Georgia, number 1 Texas. Saturday 6:30 p.m. on ABC. They got Texas favored by 3.5. See who you liking in that game?
Whew.
And fans, who y'all liking?
I'm gonna pick Georgia.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick Georgia because I think that because of their defense, I think that Brock, I think that Beck, he has a point to prove.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this: Georgia needs a win, and
Bam.
Georgia needs this more than Texas does. Kirby needs this more than Sarkisian does. So I'm picking them Georgia, and I'm just not convinced in Texas, man. Texas, to me, their offense is good, but I'm not convinced that their defense is that powerhouse. I think Georgia has enough firepower to slow that Texas offense down, and I'm ready for a bun to get lit up. So
okay, I feel you. Now, Monica, they have beaten them one time. Texas is 1-4. They only played 5 times. Texas is 1-4 against Georgia.
Yeah.
So, but they don't play a lot. Nick got Texas 35-24 because they in Texas. I'm gonna kind of roll with that. I'm gonna say Texas but if Georgia can win, they can, but they're gonna have to run. ATN gonna have to run. They're gonna have to run that ball. They're gonna have to run the ball.
Yeah.
And I like what you say. I want GA to win just so it's one less on. Yeah.
Yep.
I want chaos. I want chaos. But if Georgia does lose, they will put them 2 games behind Bama because we got the tiebreaker.
We got the tiebreaker.
But we got to handle business too. So let's talk about Bama and the Tennessee. And we going into this game in Rocky Top. It is a what time we playing at 3:00? 2:30.
2:30.
2:45 on ABC. They got us favored by 2.5 on the road. That's saying something. Not saying much. It ain't saying much. But yeah, Cat, they low down, they dirty, and they some snitches. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I don't really, me personally, I don't have a prediction, but I know one thing. we need to go in there and handle business. I think I'm picking us for the win. I
Must
think
win.
this is a must win for us, and I definitely want us to go in there and whoop them how they screwed us a couple years ago. You know what? Give me Bama 38-27.
Okay, Nick got a 40. Dang, he got a okay.
I think I can see a shootout too, Nick. I
Mm.
can because they do. I forgot they do have that power offense. I think it's gonna be a nail biter like it was in Georgia. But
I don't
don't
see
be
no shootout because Tennessee has a good defense, but they got a player that hurt. They leading tackler is injured. He's out for the season with an ACL, but they still got that James Pierce Jr. guy who's coming up. We're gonna have to play now. Elijah Pritchard is gonna have to play his best game of the season because they're gonna test him on their right side.
right.
The offensive line are gonna have to. Miro's gonna have to make quick decisions with the ball. What you gonna do? I don't want to see that damn run off tackle left, run right. I don't want to see that 10, 15 times. We're gonna have to do some quick stuff. Get the ball out quick, move the ball, and we're gonna have to control the clock. We can't just go down there and score in 2-3 minutes and then let them wear us down. Because I'm gonna tell you this. Hold on, Seaway. They got the best running back in the SEC in Dylan Sampson. He got 15 damn touchdowns. We gotta stop him because guess what? If he getting 5-6 yards a pop and they controlling the clock, guess what that's doing? That's playing right into our weakness.
That's keeping the offense off the field, and it's keeping our offense off the field.
So I think it's gonna be low scoring. I think I'm taking Bama. I think Miro plays his ass off. I think he scores 4 times. He gonna run 2. He gonna pass 2. It's 28-24 Alabama. I think it's gonna be 28-24 Alabama. It's gonna be a dog fight because it's on the road, and it's gonna be a lot of we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop them on third down. We're gonna have to stop them on third down. Shouts out to Sharpshooter Podcast. Hopefully Nico doesn't play to the standard we know because they've been struggling. Nico, the reason I'm saying they weren't gonna score a lot of points because they haven't scored a lot of points. Florida, they haven't scored a lot of points. What was the other game? I can't think of the other game they played. They didn't score a lot. Arkansas. They lost the Arkansas game. So they have really been struggling since that 71-point blowout. They blew out whoever, Kent State or whoever. They have struggled in SEC play. And they didn't score a lot of points against Oklahoma.
And we thought that offense was so powerhouse because they had been playing against no competition. But you can tell what I would like for us to implement more in our offense. I would like for us to do that screen pass to the running back. Because the way they blitz in Miro, if we do some little quick dump offs to the running back, I really believe that will slow down that blitz on Miro. Because if you dump it off to Jam Miller and Haynes, I really believe it, especially Jam. Jam will get somewhere with that screen.
He will get it. He's going he because we saw it last game, and he does it. But we need. I see what you're saying. We need to do it more. But we're gonna have to block as well. Like block on the air. I hope Kendra Law plays. We missing Kendra Law's blocking downfield.
We missed that Saturday.
I hope he can play. I hope Kobe Prentice can play. I think all these guys are gonna play. I really do because the injuries were just some things they had to just sit out. It's not nothing major. So I believe we will be all hands on deck this Saturday. If we go in there confident, if we go in there healthy, we coming out with that dub.
Oh, we gonna get this.
No doubt in my mind, we coming out with that dub.
And there's no doubt. And one thing I can say about this game, nobody knows how important this game is other than the players and Coach Boy. I like his take on this. You like say, hey, we're not gonna get caught up on the. He said we want the fans to have the tradition, but we got to play. But I love how me personally, I like how he's handling the media. I'm liking how he's handling everything. We just have to get it out. We're gonna have to get out there and play a complete game on both sides of the ball. We're going to have to get out the field on third down, and if we force on the fourth down, we're going to definitely have to get them turnover on downs.
Yeah. So and y'all remember, so last time we played there, they beat us, told the goal folks do it in the river. Now last year when they came to us, we beat them, but they had us up. Remember, we had to come back. Yep. So they was on our ass first half, but we turned the tables on them. So we cannot go behind in Tennessee. It's going to have to be a tight game. We can't go behind 17, 20 points and try to come back. I don't think we're a team like that. We ain't built to come back like that. We're going to have to keep the game close, especially on the road. We can't be going down and trying to come back. It's just too much. Because these teams know if they got us, they're going to run the ball and they're going to keep doing what they're doing. We just going to have to bow up and man up and make some stops.
Right. Yeah. And the other teams, really the last 2 games, the other teams have been winning the time of possession.
Yep. He said you need to pull up pregame. You don't preach to them boys.
Hey, hit me up, the boy. I will.
Hey, for real, somebody. But I think I saw a video. I tried to get the video and pull it and put it up here. That you see was Sylvester Croom was talking to those guys, man. It was a video. It was kind of emotional.
Oh, I saw
that music playing in the background, man. Sylvester Croom talking about the standard when you put on that crimson and you a part of the man. Y'all go see it. It's on social. It's on the Alabama social media, man. Because Sylvester Croom was at the game on Saturday.
Yeah, he sure was
last Saturday. So yeah, man. It's I'm telling you, man. Them boys, and we everybody want to say we need them dogs at Bama and all this. I mean, come on, man. We just need the guys to be focused. Because if you go out there and try to be a dog, and that's where the unsportsmanlike come from. That's where the undisciplined play comes from. You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to play the right way. Just if everybody do their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like we play. If you playing ball, it's 11 on the 11. Get your man. Get your man. Do the assignment. If you do the assignment, guess what? The play is going to work. But if somebody make a mistake, throw the whole play off.
It does. Hey, just do your assignment. Hey, and let's not play this hero ball. Let's play good, sound, fundamental football, and we will be all right. And I liked it what that coach for South Florida said. We need to win. Hey, just focus on winning every play. That's all you got to do. If you win every play, if everybody win every play, guess what? We win the ball game.
Exactly. And we ain't talk about all the games, but I got an upset pick for y'all.
Okay, let's hear it.
Number 8 LSU going to Arkansas Saturday night, 6 p.m. on ESPN.
I'm picking
LSU
Arkansas.
just won. They in the top 10. Arkansas just did the same thing to Tennessee. They went down there at nighttime to Arkansas and came home with that L. I believe LSU going to lose to Arkansas this Saturday night.
I'm picking Arkansas to win too. I mean,
Arkansas is one of them teams you don't expect anything out of them. But if you go down there to their place, they can beat you and upset your season.
Yep, they sure can. Hey, it's hard to win down there in Arkansas.
Hey, yeah, it is. And night, we normally play them in the daytime, but yeah, man, it's hard. Woo pig suey. And I got another one. Auburn is playing in Missouri Saturday, 11 o'clock in the morning. And they are 6.5 point underdog. Auburn coming off a bye week. Do they have a chance against Missouri?
Yeah, I do. I think they do.
You think so?
Missouri pipes this year, man. I'm picking Auburn for the upset.
Okay.
I'm picking Auburn for the upset.
I ain't gonna go that far. I mean, I if they were playing in Jordan Hare, I probably would. Oh my God! Look at oh, Nick been playing too much NCAA, man. Where you come up with these scores, Nick? I think Auburn will play better after the bye week. I think they will play better after the bye week. I don't know. Missouri been kind of suspect this year. They've been suspect.
That's what I'm saying. They've been too suspect. That's why I'm picking Auburn to win, because with Auburn, what you see is what you get.
Right.
What you see is what you get. And Missouri just don't have no identity, man. You know, they just out there.
They out there. And Luther Burton had no good season either. I mean, they say he was one of the best receivers in the nation. I ain't seen it. I haven't seen it
either. I saw it last year, but
yeah, you're right, last year.
But I ain't seen it this year.
Maybe he's saving himself for the NFL draft. I don't know. And wait. Dang, before we move on and with our last segment, Yo, Colorado Buffs, man. They lost the game, bro. They
They did.
lost the game.
It was a
It was a
tough game.
it was a
It was a
tough loss.
it was a tough loss. I thought that was a pass interference on that last play.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a good game, man. Both teams played hard, man. It was a good competitive game. And Shiloh had the worst game of his season. He knows that. His
Yeah.
Coach Prime knows that.
Yeah.
And I think once again, I think what Shiloh has to do, I think it was a little game rust. Field rust kicked in. And that running back was tough. I think he needs to stop going for so many knockout shots and go back to fundamental tackling. I think that was his problem.
Yeah.
But he's gonna. Yeah. But man, that was a good game. A Prime, what he doing to them teams, they even when they losing this year, except that Nebraska game, they are looking better and they starting to look better and better each week.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I can't really say nothing about that. Trevor Hunter, he got hurt.
Then Horn got two of his best receivers got hurt.
And they were right there. They were right there. So yeah. Colorado they're playing much better this year. I will say that. Seaway, they are playing much better than they have been. They've been real tight. They only lost 2 games. They are in the thick of it in the conference. They got a game at Arizona this Saturday at 3:00 on Fox. Arizona only favored by 3 points. I actually think they will beat Arizona because I haven't seen a lot from Arizona besides they have that great receiver and the quarterback is pretty good. But I believe Shador can carve up this Arizona defense.
Yeah, I think he'll carve it up like he did that Kansas State defense.
Mm-hmm.
And Shador got to stop spinning so much, man, because he walked right into a sack.
Yeah. Good night, Cat. Roll Tide to you, Cat. Roll Tide. So, yeah, man. So Shador is, because he's taking too many sacks for one thing. Shador, he hold the ball a little bit too long, and I think he looked for the big plays too much.
Too much.
Yes.
Because on that pass interference, what I thought that last play, I thought that he should have turned to that slant or that he had a man open, but he went for the big play.
Yeah, and he's been doing that a lot. But I have faith in Shador because he plays. I mean, he can play the right way. He can nickel it down the field. He makes all the throws. It's just some of the questionable stuff that he does.
I think once his decision making. I think once he get that awareness, that's the awareness. That's what he needs. That awareness and that IQ together, he'll be all right.
Yeah. So let's switch gears before we get out of here, Seaway. I got a question for you. I know Nick Beasley, if he's still in the chat, Nick Beasley got a question for DJ Seaway. And I know everybody's seen this. I had a video, but they wouldn't let me put it on here for good reason. Your boy Jerry Jones, on his birthday, in the box, at Jerry's World, at the $1 billion playpen, got they ad destroyed. 47-9. 47-9, Seaway. So I'm gonna give you the flow, my brother, on your birthday. Jerry Jones had a great birthday present.
And guess what? I enjoyed every bit of that butt whooping. That was the best birthday gift that old wrinkled up fool could have got. Then he embarrassed himself, went on that radio station, they trying to bully that radio host and trying to threaten this hardworking man his job for asking him a simple question about his sorry Cowboys, and then want to try to take the high road like he's a hardworking about a good decision that he makes. I ain't seen no good decision that this man made in the offseason. I have not seen no type of good decision. Derrick Henry buys his last game for the Tennessee. Matter of fact, right at the free agency open up, buys him a house in Dallas. But the old fool don't call him. You have 6 running backs that you could have had. We don't got no type of identity. Everybody know you stop CD, The offense don't have nothing. The
Nope.
defense got ran through like Cam could, like all the Kardashians put together.
All along. All along.
They got beat deep. They got beat all across the field, and I enjoyed it. And then it's his lack of he needs to go home. His time is up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he wants the credit when we win. When they win.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as he starts losing, he gets sensitive. Mike McCarthy, and I'm not the biggest Mike McCarthy fan, but what do you expect this man to do with no type of weapons? The receivers can't run no routes. The offensive line can't block, and then the running backs ain't hitting the hole.
Nope. They not. So, I mean, Seaway, what do you think? I mean, we saw trades happen. We just saw Devontae Adams get linked back up with Aaron Rodgers. We saw Aaron Rodgers get the coach fired a week before. We also saw Amari Cooper, who was in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
We saw he get up out of that dumpster fire in Cleveland and go to Buffalo. Josh Allen get him another good receiver. So, what can the Cowboys do? I'm asking you, what can the Cowboys do to salvage this thing?
And we also Akers get up out of Cincinnati.
Yep.
I think the best thing the Cowboys can do, you just saw DeAndre Hopkins wants out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's another receiver that can help CD. You need a running back. Even if you get those two, I think Jerry Jones need to go home.
Monica, he can't fire himself.
I think, hey, how about this? I know if y'all don't got it. If anybody got a couple of billion, if anybody knows somebody that has a couple of $1 billion, allow me to buy the Cowboys. and it's sad that it's sad that Alabama has won more playoff games and more championships in the Dallas Stadium than they have. Yep. And everybody want to blame Dak.
Right. That's right.
This game is not a Dak problem. It's not a Dak problem. If Dak had, I'm not going to blame Dak. Yes, he's a $60 million quarterback.
But that making me look bad because I predicted he's gonna go win the MVP this year. That's my only problem with that.
Hey, what can we do when he playing against thrift store receivers other than CD Lamb? We got thrift store receivers other than CD Lamb.
Oh Lord!
You got Zeke, who washed up, who walks around. It's like after he get out the play, he walks around like Red Fox. Rico Dowdell. This man need to go be on the practice squad. And god dang it, you go sign David Cook, and I ain't heard nothing about Cook no more.
Me either. I ain't heard. I told you, Seaway. I said he looked like he in good shape, but is he in football shape? And I ain't seen him yet.
And Zeke is in good shape. He looks good when he do them little drills. You know, his videos.
Yeah.
But it's just straight.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
He been. I know it's rough for your brother.
It's not rough. I'm enjoying it. But guess what? Hey, I ain't gonna get too excited. Watch what's gonna happen. Y'all mark my word. We're gonna have we'll have a good draft pick and ain't gonna do nothing with it.
No.
And then you go get. You look at a minute. Guess what? Let's take a trip back. That same. You remember that draft with TJ Watts, right?
TJ Watt, yes.
We could have had TJ Watts.
Mm-hmm.
But guess who we draft? Taco.
Yes.
You could have had TJ Watts, but you go draft.
And he's not on the team no more.
He ain't on the team no more. Hey, guess what? You can hit Calvin Ridley up. You got some good players. You got some good playmakers that's waiting for to play on a championship caliber team.
My boy Judy said go get Nick Chubb. What's up, man? I go get Nick Chubb.
Man, why would we go get Nick Chubb with them bag with that bad ACL and them bad legs. Why?
Nick Chubb's back. He back. He coming back.
Man, no, I don't want Nick Chubb. I don't want Nick Chubb.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Why you talking about getting folks? What are y'all gonna give up? That's the thing. See, Jerry don't like to give up nothing. He want to get something, but he don't like to give nothing. So that's gonna be another issue.
Hey, give the draft picks. We ain't doing that with them anyway. Give us the draft picks. They ain't doing that. You ain't doing that with them draft picks.
It's sad, man, because you got guys out there getting, third round pick. Amari Cooper going for a third and fourth or whatever they going for, man. It ain't like you giving up a first. You can give up a third or a fourth. It ain't gonna hurt you.
And I'm actually bad that Devontae Adams going with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is entitled. Yes. And they still do not love him. And at the end of the day, they still don't love him like they love Brady.
Nope, they don't. And I saw him on Pat McAfee, and they put all his accolades at the bottom of the screen: 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champ, all this. Dude won Super Bowl. That Super Bowl been almost 15 years ago, and he's still living off that one Super Bowl win.
And then the years he got the MVP, he didn't really deserve it.
They gave it to him. They just gave it to him. He's a regular season quarterback.
He's a regular season quarterback. Yeah. And I don't like him.
I don't like him either. I really don't. And it's sad to see guys like him get what he want. And you understand Brady, Brady had his favorite guys, his Gronk went with him, but Brady only moved one time and he brought Gronk, but they won a championship out of it. Mm-hmm. What he doing is Aaron Rodgers not finna. I'm gonna tell you guys right here, news flash, breaking news. The Jets are not winning the Super Bowl this year. I don't give a damn if they make the playoff.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I don't think
Aaron Rodgers is not that guy. And Devontae Adams, I don't care about him because he's entitled too. I get tired of these guys. Always, you wanted out of Green Bay.
You go to the Raiders. Right.
But then he acted like he couldn't stand Aaron Rodgers. Then he had he had a problem with Aaron Rodgers when he was there. Yep. Forget both of those guys.
And then he said his hamstring was hurt the last 2 weeks. Mighty funny, your hamstring better now.
Exactly.
Mighty funny.
But the Cowboys is a wreck. Yes,
a catastrophe. Now, if y'all want to send Seaway donate to the collection plate for the birthday boy, they go right there for the cash out. Right
hey, whatever y'all send me, it'll be a truly blessing. It should be a truly blessing. It'll be a blessing, y'all.
So before we go, man, let's pick these games right quick because man, we running out of time. So Thursday night, man. We got this pretty much a pipe game. If you in the chat, this your team. The Broncos going to New Orleans to face the Saints Thursday night on Prime. The Broncos are actually 2-point favorite. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because Spencer Rattler is the quarterback for the Saints. That's why.
I think I'm picking Maine boys this time. I'm gonna pick the Broncos.
You got
even though he ain't it, I'm gonna pick the Broncos.
You know what?
Because Spencer Rattler, because Bo Nix is better than Spencer.
Now, my boy Nick B, shout out Nick Beasley. We were down at the Senior Bowl in January. We saw both of these guys in person, in action. I said Spencer Rattler was probably the worst quarterback there. I did say that. Nick Beasley picking the Saints 13-10.
Hey,
I think it's gonna be the other way around.
Hey, fix the cash out.
Fix the cash out.
Yeah.
Is it wrong, Seaway?
It's Seaway, DAJOKA.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's Seaway, the Joker.
We done put the wrong thing. Hold on, we live. Let's fix it.
Fix it. I had to look at it. I was like, hey, ain't nobody else gonna get my blessings.
There you go. That's the center right there.
That's it.
So but yeah, so we saw Rattler is right there. He ain't win no wells. He right there with you. He right there. I think it will be a defensive game, and I'm with the Broncos. I'm gonna take the Broncos in that game. I think they're actually playing well. They are playing well. I would give them the credit. They're not a playoff team, but they're one of those teams that are sneaky that will beat you when you least expect it. So I'm gonna take the Broncos in a pipes game. Like a little 13-10 game, like Nick just said.
I pick the Broncos 18-16.
Okay. Ugly scope. Ugly scope. All right,
Julius,
so
what's your score predictor, Julius?
he say if Pat Surtain play, we win. I hear you, bro. All right, Pipes game of the week. You gonna love this one. Y'all gonna love this one. You got the 1-5 Patriots versus the 1-5 Jaguars over there in London. 8:30 in the morning, Bruffer game on Sunday. So the Jaguars is the home team because they always play in London, right? They play 2 times in London. I don't even know who to pick. So you got Drake May against Trevor. The Jaguars should win this game, bro.
The
They should.
I'm gonna pick the Jaguars.
You gonna pick the Jaguars?
He gonna be.
I'm picking the Jaguars too.
17-15. It's gonna be ugly.
Like I said, they might put it on. They might. Hey, oh look, hey. That Nick B is a trip, baby. 3-9. Oh, Matt Jones come in and play his whole team. I hope Matt Jones get in the game.
I hope he do too.
Lord have mercy. That man said 3-9. I ain't seen no game like that in a long time.
Hey, man, if let's go 3-0, man, I'm gonna laugh.
Man, I swear. Let's get to some real games now. All right, so we got the Houston Texans at the Green Bay Packers. This is one of the big games of the week. Sunday, 12 o'clock on CBS. You got the Packers, 2.5-point favorite. Who you liking, C-Way? This is a good one right here. You got Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud.
I'm gonna pick the Houston.
You got Houston on the road?
I got Houston on the road.
Okay. I like that. I like Houston's defense, man. Will Anderson, the boy playing really good, man. I like Houston too. I'm going to say Houston 24-20. I'm going to say Houston 24-20. I like that score too, Nick, 28-24.
That's the score I was going to pick, 28-24.
I like that right there. And the boy playing good ball. Now, I know Nico Collins out, but Diggs been playing well. He played well last week. And I just like the way CJ Stroud, and they running the ball. They got Joe Mixon back.
Yes.
So they running the ball very well.
And Collins and Diggs are playing awesome. You know, that's a good 1-2.
It's gonna be a good game. And Jordan Love playing good ball too. So I think there's gonna be a good one. Come down to the wire type game. So, and I got the Texans as well. This is another good one. Ooh, this might be the game of the week. You got the 5-1 Lions against the undefeated Vikings. On the road against the Vikings, division rivalry game right here. 2 of the best teams in the league. 12 o'clock on Fox. They got the Vikings 2.5-point favorite at home. Do you like the Lions or do you like the Vikings in this one?
I like the Lions. I'm gonna pick the Lions. I think
that beat down in Dallas.
Yeah, I think that defense is much better, and I think they have a little bit more playmakers on offense. And I think I'm gonna pick with the Lions. I think it's gonna be a close one.
I don't know, bro. That's gonna be a good one because Justin Jefferson. You got and then
I don't say Sam Darnold's playing good. I think it's gonna be a close one. Yeah. I got Detroit winning. Whew.
That's gonna be a close game, bro.
31-28.
31-28.
Yeah.
I like Nick Beasley take 28-27. No Hutchinson, pad rush won't be as strong.
True.
That's a good, yeah. Now, if Aaron Jones can run that ball, if the Vikings can run the ball, which I Detroit don't have the best run defense. I don't know, man. That's a hard game to pick. Who gonna cover Justin Jefferson though?
That's the key,
man. I'm going Vikings, man. I'm gonna go Vikings 30. I'm gonna go 30-27. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna go 30-27. Will Riker kick a 50-some yard field goal and win the game.
Winning
in regulation. Okay. I'm going 30-27. All right, and we got 2 more. Got the Chiefs going to face the 49ers on the road, 325 on Fox. They got the Chiefs favored by 1.5. We know the 49ers have been struggling this year. The Chiefs still winning somehow, some way. Who you liking?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs, even with all the injuries, still liking them?
Yeah, 49ers just still not doing.
They missing McCaffrey, man. I think they missing McCaffrey, and then I don't see the same thing I've been seeing like Debo and them. I don't know, bro. It's just something is off with the 49ers. So I'm picking the Chiefs as well. Nick Beasley come in with the score 24-14.
And guess what? Another thing is, man, everybody has got used to Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is showing you who he really is. I'm not taking it away from him. McCaffrey helped enhance him.
Yes.
You know, made him look good.
Yeah. Debo, in that offensive line, too.
In that offensive line. Debo Samuels is older now. His body is abused. You know, he's not too many injuries. He's not as fast as he was. McCaffrey is gone. Kittle is still holding his own, but he's dealing with injuries of his own. And I think the 49ers messed around and let the biggest piece of that defense go when they let Chase Young get away.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because that damn Fred Warner, boy.
Yeah. I think with you look at it with them two, Chase Young and him, when they got away, I thought that was big for them.
Yeah. Man. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Chiefs still. I'm still gonna take the Chiefs. It's just somehow they win those close games, and I think it will be close. I think it'll be something like 23-20. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs in that game, in another close game. The 49ers defense, they come to play, but it's just something off with them this year. By the way, McAfee gonna be on the Kelsey podcast tomorrow. I haven't checked the Kelsey podcast out. I might check it. Pat McAfee got so much going on, boy.
He all over the place.
Yeah, he all over the place, man. So you never know. Oh, and I got one more game for y'all. This is a big one right here. Monday Night Football. You got the Baltimore Ravens going to Tampa to face the Bucs. Monday night, 7:15. The Ravens are 3.5-point favorites on the road. Who you like in that game?
Oh, the Ravens. I'm not JB. I don't think I'm picking against the Ravens. I'm just letting you know now. I'm not picking against the Ravens no more this season because Derrick Henry has looked like he done took a weight off of Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
and that offense is just unbelievable good.
Yes, I agree with you. They got it going on, man. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I picked them. They got something going on, man. Now the Bucs have been playing good ball. They just beat who was that? The Saints. They just beat this past week. But I don't know, man. I'm with Nick, boy. Them boys are mean, but the Ravens.
Hey, Nick, can I switch teams, Nick?
No. You Cowboy, man. Don't try to jump over the fence. Don't jump over the fence now. You've been with the Cowboys. You've been with the Cowboys all your life. You got to stick with them. Hey, you was winning when they was winning Super Bowls in the 90s. You got to be with them when they struggling in the 2000s.
Man, they've been struggling. They've been struggling
25 plus years. They've been struggling.
Mm-hmm. Ain't made it to the conference championship since 95. Almost 20 years. Golly.
Monica said she would love to see Raven, Houston, Falcons, and Lions all in the playoffs. Them some good teams are gonna make. I think they all will make the playoffs.
I think they all will too. I think all four of those teams. I didn't want the Falcons because
they win a good ball. I mean, like I said, I picked the Falcons to win the NFC South this year because I think Raheem Moore's doing a good job. They have a good team, but they were gonna choke when they get there. They definitely gonna choke when they get there. Yeah. Let's see, boy said, "Boy, happy birthday." Yo, Nick, man. It's been a great show tonight, man. It's been a great show, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Everybody been rocking with us for the past hour and a half. Seaway on his birthday could have been anywhere else, but he was here with us tonight. Bless your brother.
Appreciate it.
Bless you,
brother. And thank y'all for all the birthday wishes.
Join the 40 Club, man. You know, y'all hit the cash out. That's the right one. We've had the wrong one up earlier. That's the right one right there. Y'all hit him up. Shout out my boy TJ Strickland in here, man. So, yeah, man, we got big game this week. Big Bama game this week. Bama, Tennessee. Y'all know this. We can't lose. We can't lose this game.
We got to win. Hey, this win, to me, is win. when you win, you continue to be in. You lose, you out.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. It means something, right? This game really means a lot because it's high stakes, right? And everybody knows Tennessee know this too. They can't lose either. You know,
And
I'm with you, man. They say the game have you a little nervous, but you know you gotta, you know what I'm saying? All games make you nervous, especially now because any team can beat anybody. This is the new college football. You can't look on that schedule like you used to and say, "Oh, that's a win, that's a win. Oh, easy win, easy win." Not with the SEC.
nah,
Not with the SEC. Now you can look and see like a Mercer or something like that, but all the SEC games you can
gotta take it
easily
serious.
lose those.
Hey, we gotta take every game serious from here on out.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Nick. Oh, yeah, we gonna jump on Nick B. Nick B, holler at us next week. We'll probably jump on that next week or something, bro.
Yes, sir, I will.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. Y'all have a good night. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Shouts out to Title Tower once again. Shouts out to them boys. WhitWheelSport.com. Go get you one of them things. And next week we're gonna have another great show. Y'all check out tomorrow night, the Black and Gold show. I got a special guest on. And check me on the Crimson Dynasty on the Bama Standard Network at 6:30 tomorrow. And I got something special I'm cooking up. I'll let y'all know about that next week. But DJ Seaway, the birthday boy.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy JB. Thank you, Monica. Great content, Roll Tide. Link to all you haters out there. And don't give a piss. Nothing but the tide. Good night, y'all.
Good night.